it's Melanie. Today I'm going to be doing a requested video, and this was actually requested a while ago when I did my last Paula's Choice haul. And actually a couple of you ended up asking me to compare the Paula's Choice Resist Advanced Smoothing Treatment 10% AHA, so this product right here, with the Drunk Elephant TLC Framboos Glycolic Night Serum, this product right here. So I have already been through one entire bottle of the TLC Framboos. This is actually my backup, so I have not opened this yet. I love this product. In fact, when I finished it, I was kind of devastated that I finished it because the retail price for this is $90. This is expensive. I'm not gonna lie. This is really expensive. But this did wonderful thing for my skin. Wonderful things for my skin. I really feel like I saw a major improvement in the overall texture of my skin. It helped my pores to remain clear. Because this is a AHA BHA blend, this was great for me because I obviously love AHA products, but for me, BHA is very important because I get really congested and clogged pores. I'm very lucky that through my continued use of the niacinamide booster from Paula's Choice, I have been able to shrink my pores. I feel like at this point, probably as much as they're going to shrink. I have really enlarged pores. I have been dealing with blackheads ever since I was a teenager, and it's very difficult to get rid of them. You can get extractions done, but the thing is, you continually need to either have the extractions done or you need to use a chemical exfoliant to help keep them at bay, essentially. So I rely heavily on BHA. I would say if someone held a gun to my head and was like, you can only use BHA or AHA, I would go BHA full force because that is truly what helps to keep my particular skin type clear, which by the way, my skin type is extremely oily. Even oilier during the summer months, a little bit less so during the cooler months. So, you know, usually October to, I would say April, my skin is much less oily and then it starts to ramp up with the heat. So, for the last few weeks, I've been taking one for the team and I have not really been using my other BHA products. So, normally, I like to use the Paula's Choice BHA 9, which is very expensive. By the way, I will link all these products down below, so if you want to go read up a little bit more about them yourself, you can do that. But I've put away my BHA 9 in favor of just using this because this particular product from Paula's Choice does contain 0.5% BHA. So there is a very small concentration of BHA in this product, which is why people were asking to compare these two, because this is obviously a mix of AHA and some BHA. The percentage in here is, I believe, 1%. I do have it pulled up on the website here under description. Yep, it is a 1% BHA that you're gonna find in here. So slightly less than this, so that's the comparison, right? The percentage of AHA in here is 10% and not 12, so that's kind of the other difference there. But so let's get into it. So for the last few weeks, I have just been using this as my chemical exfoliant. I have put most of my other chemical exfoliants in a drawer to sort of not tempt myself to use them. I have, however, been using some masks that, there's actually a mask coming up next Monday that does have some chemical exfoliation in it. But I've tried to limit that type of stuff so I can really see what the results from this are. And what I have found from my personal experience is that this by itself, in terms of exfoliating like my surface skin, if you will, like anything that is not pore related does really well with this. It does keep my skin just very smooth, very fresh, as does this. In terms of the overall smoothing effect on my skin, both do really well. But what I have noticed, and this is a bummer for me, but it's fine because I have other BHA products I can incorporate with this, I don't think this is enough BHA for my skin. So one of the things that I deal with now, not so much blackheads, because those are good. But I do still deal with sebaceous filaments, which is, I do still have my slightly enlarged pores. I would say my pores are bigger than kind of a normal person's skin for sure. So those pores do still fill up with stuff. So skin cells, oil, makeup. I cleanse my skin very well, which definitely helps a lot. But sebaceous filaments can still happen, and those are very frustrating. And I find that when I use a higher concentration of BHA, I don't deal with those sebaceous filaments nearly as much. They're still there from time to time, but for the most part, they are kept at bay, and my pores they're just very clear. Since using this, I've noticed that clogged pore type feeling is back, not in full force, but it's there. So one thing I will say about the Framboos though is that I do not have that clogged pore feeling when I am using this because there's a slightly higher concentration of BHA. And I think for me, kind of the sweet spot for maintaining those sebaceous filaments or keeping them at bay, let me shut this off, is at least a minimum of 1% to 2% on a daily basis with a sort of boost from the BHA 9 a couple times a week. So I will spread out that BHA 9, evenly throughout the week. And then other days I like to use at least a 1% or 2% concentration. Now I do have the Resist BHA version of this, which I will also link down below. And I'll do an in-depth review of that as well. That's a really great product. So yeah, I find that this is it's just not enough. But in terms of the AHA effects, I find those to be very similar. Just very smooth skin, very fresh skin, very new skin. And as far as ingredients go, in terms of the types of glycolic acids that you're getting in here and here, I think they're actually very similar. So in the Framboos, you are getting, where did I find this? Okay, here we go. Come back. Sorry, I do have this pulled up. Okay, so the AHA blend that is in here is glycolic. So that includes tartaric acid, lactic acid, and citric acids. And then again, it's a 1% salicylic acid. Salicylic acid is BHA. So when I'm talking about BHA, that's what salicylic acid is. There is also raspberry fruit extract in here, cactus extract, horse chestnut. Can we get that out? One thing that I also really like that is in here is the virgin marula oil, which is one of my holy grail products. That does make this slightly oily feeling on my skin. Not terrible, but this is not something that I put on during the day, and you're not supposed to either. It is called a night serum for a reason. So don't put this on during the day. It will make your skin a lot more sensitive to the sun. And also when you're using really any skincare, because there's no point otherwise, if you're not gonna protect your skin from the sun every single day with an SPF, either mineral or chemical, whatever your choice is there, these products are not gonna do any good. You're basically gonna undo everything by not protecting your skin from the sun. By the way, it is a very sunny day. My blinds are adjusted, so hopefully it's not too bright in here. There's also white tea leaf extract in here, yeast extract, lots of really great ingredients in here. I love this product. I will always continue to purchase this product. I think it's fantastic. But believe you me, I try to get it on sale with at least a 20% off coupon, either at Sephora or Derm Store, because it's expensive. This is a very expensive treatment, but a little bit goes a long way and it lasts a long time. This is less expensive. By the way, I got this in a set that also included the daily smoothing treatment in this more like lotion type formula. So this is the set right here. I have done another Paula's Choice haul. I haven't shared that with you guys, but I did purchase a backup of the set because I do think this is a good product as well. So in here you are getting, let me pull up the Paula's Choice website again so I can give you guys the specific ingredients in here. I believe they are very, very similar in terms of there's lactic acid in here. There is malic acid, tartaric acid. So malic acid is not in here, but it is in here. There's salicylic acid, obviously, like I said, but again, this is only a 0.5% concentration. There's also lots of other skin soothing ingredients in here, like green tea leaf extract, oat bran extract. There is grapeseed extract in here. Green tea leaf extract is also in here. I will say Paula's Choice has, their ingredient lists are always really good. I have done a lot of videos about Paula's Choice because I love their skincare products. I think that they have really helped to get my skin to where it is today. There are lots of other products that have also brought my skin even further. So I'm not super loyal to one brand in particular. There are lots of different things that I like from lots of different skincare brands, which is why you see me using a lot of different things. I'm lucky enough to get some things in PR, but these I have both purchased myself. Drunk Elephant has never sent me anything. I did at one point a while ago do a collaboration video with Paula's Choice, but they have not sent me anything since then. So I buy the vast majority of these things myself. But I really think that skincare it's sort of a situation where you have to pick and choose what works best for you. Just because a lot of these things work really well for me, do keep in mind that your skin is completely different. You really have to find what works for you, and that sometimes requires a lot of testing. And yes, that can get expensive. We're lucky in the United States in that, you know, with most stores, if you use a product and you're not satisfied with it, you can bring it back. I realize that's not the case in a lot of other countries, but there's my dog, by the way. But it is here, so take advantage of that if you need to. But I think you also need to use products for an extended period of time. You can't just use this for like 2 days and be like, it doesn't work for me. You really should be using this for a minimum of 6 to 8 weeks before you formulate your thoughts about it. You know, and if you don't like it, then obviously don't buy it again in the future. But I think you really have to give products like this a long-term shot. And you really do need to use them consistently. So, you know, obviously follow the directions. I use this quite frequently. I would say usually every other night. And then when I'm not using this, I will use this or some other AHA that I'm currently testing out or whatever. By the way, this product is also fantastic as well. This is available on its own, and I would say if you are just getting started with AHAs and you're looking for something that's very gentle or you have dry skin, you should try the Daily Smoothing Treatment 5% AHA. I will also link this down below as well as this set. I just think this is like a really fantastic deal. You get both products. I want to say it's somewhere in the $50 to $60 price range. Don't quote me on that. I will link it down below along with everything else that I talked about. But I hope this was helpful for you guys. Let me know if you have any questions. And yeah, those are my thoughts. I have obviously repurchased this. I have repurchased this. I think with this, I just need to like go back to my like BHA, higher concentration of BHA that I incorporate with this. And then this is good to go. Because otherwise, in terms of resurfacing my skin, this is great. On par with this. There you go. I know this was a lot longer than it probably needed to be, but hopefully it was helpful. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I will see you tomorrow. Take care.